Hi Akshay, welcome to our show.
Well, thank you very much for calling me.
Yeah, our pleasure. Okay, another power-packed action film, Akshay. How different is this one from your other stream of action films?
Well, I've not done action for long. Rowdy Rathore was the one which I had done. That was about 1.5 years back, if I'm not mistaken. And this is again another action film, which I can say it's a pure action film with a lot of comedy inside. It has around 12 to 13 sequence of action. And I'm proudly saying it to you that this film has an action which is cable-free. It doesn't have any cables, you know. Cables have become the new thing to do quick action and trying to do, you know, actually the work is being done by someone else, but actually it is not. The actors are not doing it, it's the work done by the cables and the people who are pulling the cables. So it's an action, it's a cable-free film. And also, Bade Dino Baad, you know, it has the climax of not between 15 to 20 goons. It is about the villain and the hero.
Like combating two people.
Exactly. It's just two people just combating. He's also very strong. That is Ronit Roy. And I face him and he faces me. And it's a complete, for at least about 7 minutes, it's a full combat between two people. And it was free for all. We were left alone and we were told to just go all out. Whatever you feel like doing it. And you can see the result once.
You know, Akshay, you've done comedy and you've done emotional roles and all of which have worked for you. But when you do action, are you like most in your element?
Well, I enjoy it. Action is a part of my life. It's I just feel very comfortable. Like my morning begins with a lot of action because of my shadow boxing and parkour. So it's like within me, and it just
it like comes most naturally to you.
Yeah, it's me. I just enjoy it. I just love it, and I envy people who do action, who do stunts. I call myself a stuntman first and then an actor.
Right.
So I just enjoy that.
Tell us about this new boy Shiv Pandit. You know, I believe he's like a prodigy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's tall, handsome, young, and very hardworking, friendly to work with.
You know, you work with a lot of these younger stock of people. When you work with these young people, with the Sonakshi or Shiv Pandit or the new actors, do you see a difference from the time that you started out? Are these guys more greedy? Are these guys more prepared for what they have to face?
They're on the contrary more prepared than us.
Right,
We came very raw. I'm talking about myself. I came very raw. But these guys are prepared. They know, they have seen cameras. They know the angles. They know which angle is good for them. They know zooms and zoom out and lenses.
The technicalities you mean.
Yeah, exactly. They know everything. And when I came, I didn't know that. I had, for the second or third time in my life, I'd seen a camera. When I faced for the first time a camera, I didn't understand. I didn't understand what lenses were. I didn't even know there were lenses that you change it and you can. So for me, everything was different. And even the dancing, these guys are prepared. They know they're the champs. They can do all kind of dancing. But when I used to dance, it used to look like aerobics. So I had to learn each and every time.
And how was it working with Mithunda again? It's a different capacity from Houseful and all of that, but then how?
Dada is a great guy to work with, enjoyable, funny. He works from his heart. There are actors who work from their mind, but this guy works from his heart. And you can come to know with his emotional scenes what he has done with me, especially because this movie is all about father and son relationship. And so you can see that I can relate to him very fast because he's delivering his lines from his heart.
So what kind of actor are you? Does it come for you from the heart or from the mind?
I always work from my heart. I can't.
Whatever role you're playing.
Anything. I can't even, if I'm giving the lines, I won't be able to say those lines as it is written.
So you impromptu kind of thing.
It will change. My first shot won't match the second shot. My second shot won't match the third shot if I'm told to be retaking it. It will never match. My lines will keep on changing because I speak Hindi at home. So I'm very, I can converse very fast. I can change line without making any grammatical mistakes. So I'm very comfortable in that zone. So this always happens with me. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah. No, we hear a lot of actors really prepare a lot for the roles. Like if someone's playing a very brooding character, we've heard of stories how an actors lock themselves up in a room. Are you one of those actors who goes really so deep into the role where you like?
I don't take acting seriously. No, I really
Really?
don't take acting seriously. Yes, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
was a co-star of mine who had to give a shot that he's actually running from somewhere and coming, and his close-up was there, and he was supposed to deliver a line.
Yeah.
पिताजी को ले गए हैं, हमें जाना पड़ेगा अभी पुलिस स्टेशन पे. This much line. He actually ran from about maybe 200, 300 meters, and from there he's shouting, "Camera!" फटाफट भाग के आया, and हाँ पिताजी एक मिनट लाइन क्या है, कट, अरे one more, अरे फिर क्यों जा रहा है यार, बोल देना इधर ही खड़े होके. But then they are serious actors, and then they do it. That's okay.
Yeah. What's the most time you spent in getting into a character?
Most time I have spent.
Any particular character which you really spend time on, like to get into the feel?
The most time I've spent, I think there was a film called Sangharsh. That was
Way long back.
Long
Yeah,
back,
yeah.
that I spent a lot of time understanding that character when Tanuja Chandra was directing me.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a very interesting interview of yours, Akshay, where you said that industry mein aana is very easy, but just to sustain yourself and survive is very difficult. So how have you kept yourself going so strong?
Well, I work hard and I work honestly, and I don't. The biggest thing is the easiest way to survive in the industry, if people are looking at this program, is to just be producer's actor. And if you understand what I'm trying to say, to be a producer's actor, because make them happy, don't give them any problems. You will always keep on surviving, even after delivering flops. You will always try, they will always be there for you till you deliver another hit, another hit, another hit.
Yeah.
So it will keep on coming.
But I really want to know what dominates your choice of roles, Akshay. Is it the fact that, okay, one action film has worked, hence you'll make a string of that, because you have a mixed bag of all kinds of movies you run in your career?
I always do that.
Right, exactly. So what really dominates your choice of films?
It's nothing like that. I just go with the flow, and whatever comes, if I like somebody's film, even if he's a newcomer, if I like the way he's written the script and I like and I think I've never done it, I just go for it.
Yeah.
So it's not that one particular genre which will dominate me.
Yeah. Some other interview that you had said something very nice, that when you joined, people thought you were like this B-class actor. You weren't even getting big banner films. From there to being like the boss of Bollywood, that's really come a very long way.
I always thought that B-class stands for bread and butter. So I was very happy with it, and I was happy that they say that.
Do you also think luck has been on your side? You've
Luck
been very
is
lucky,
very
Akshay.
important. I think in a man's, anybody's career, I think luck plays about 70% and 30% is your hard work. That's how I attribute
That's
the whole.
much. That's
a
much
lot.
as you attribute
Yeah, I know
luck.
that's a lot, but that's how it is. I have seen lots of people's and many of my films which I thought was amazing and it has flopped, and which I thought was bad, it has hit. Yeah. So there's no calculation to it.
Right.
There's no science to it.
Yeah.
So it is all about when your movie is releasing, how it's releasing, when it will happen, what will happen. You never know nothing. There's no calculation to it.
I know it's kind of very easy to celebrate when you have a very successful film that's worked very well for you. But when a film doesn't work, how do you deal with it?
You just deal with it.
You just like walk on, or you just like, are you the kind who really spends time thinking about why the film didn't work, or
No, I
decode
don't.
the whole thing?
I only spend Friday release, Saturday, Sunday, 11:30 at night. I'm through with it.
Really?
If it does not work, no problem. We start working for the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
no baggage from any film, really?
Because I've been brought up like that.
Yeah.
I used to do street fights in Thailand, and there were so many times I used to lose. Then you get ready. You just take when you lose, you've been beaten up. You just take ice and put it, and 2-3 days do it, and after 3 days you're ready for the next fight.
You've been on top of the game for so many years, Akshay. And we keep talking about this in the industry. So who's number one, who's number two? Do you get affected by all of this? Or, a lot of people think it's just the media created all of these number games. What do you say?
I don't think it's about numbers. I hate these talks when they talk about numbers. Because they make us sound like Mahalakshmi ke ghode jo hote hain, number 1, 2, 3. Everybody has so much work.
Yeah.
They're hardly, all these big actors, hardly how much do they do? Let me say,
Yeah.
1 film a year, 2 film a year
Absolutely,
maximum.
yeah.
So we have so much work. What are we talking about? What is number 1 or number 2? What is number 3? There is so much work. So I don't consider that. Till I don't have work, then maybe I'll start thinking I've
But
become
that's
number
not
8,
going to happen
9.
for a long time.
No, but this is an industry. You have to move on.
Right.
And you have to realize that it's time that you move ahead and give the other people the chance to move in.
Nowadays, there's this new trend where people keep talking about this slightly offbeat, not so mainstream kind of, the lines are blurred, but a lot of those kind of cinema. Do you ever see yourself doing a movie like that, Akshay?
Yes, I have done it.
Yeah.
I did. The last film was Special Chabbis.
Right,
It was more on...
Yeah, but the fact that you are there, it just becomes mainstream the minute you are a part of a project, right?
Yeah, but I've done 8x10 also, where not even 4x2 people came to watch it.
I think there's this excessive day of promotions. People, more than a movie competing with another movie, it's mostly like a promotional war. What do you think of that? As much as you push a movie, it's less.
Well, promotion is very important, but here lots of things, a lot of people take it very seriously, but they are right in their own way. But I feel it is important to a certain extent, and I do it till it is required, and then I back off.
Do you think too much becomes an overkill also sometimes? Like you're on every channel, you're on the face of everything.
In my case, maybe yes. Yeah. I'm talking about only my case,
right.
Because what happens is I deliver about 3 to 4 films a year. So I think I should back off at a certain point.
But do you always plan that this year I'll do just 4 films, or
No, I don't plan it.
Okay.
Sometimes it happens that I have, there are times when in a year I have delivered 6 films.
Yeah.
And there are times when in a year it just come 2 films.
Yeah.
So I don't plan it.
Right.
I just leave it up to the producer, and that's it.
Sonakshi is doing a special number for this one. Yeah. You kind of consider her your lucky mascot, Akshay?
Well, in this film, she actually heard this song in my car, and when Yo Honey Singh had come to meet me and he was singing it, and he had got the CD, she liked it so much. She said, "Akshay, कुछ भी हो जाए, मेरे को तू पीछे रख लेना, side में रख लेना, मेरे को ये गाने में I want to be a part of it." If you see, the lyrics doesn't have a girl singing.
Right. Yeah.
It's just a man's, it's a male's voice and throughout. But she is just there. She wants to dance and she enjoys it, and I appreciated it. So she just wanted to be a part of it.
Recently we were talking to Ajay, and he was also telling us about this entire thing about these movie dates clashing. He's saying the biggest problem that we face today in the industry is that there's no unity. What do you say about that? Do you think that is one of the reasons why this is happening?
I completely agree with him. If he said that, I completely agree with him.
Yeah. So how does one come to a consensus on this?
It's not possible, because here it's all about मैंने उसको मार दिया, मैंने उसका खत्म कर दिया, मैंने ये कर दिया, so it's not possible.
Actually, when a film doesn't do well, more often, you are also a producer, so probably, it's a good thing to ask you this, that if a film doesn't do well, often the director is the one who faces the most blame, faces all the heat. Do you think it's fair?
No, I don't think it's the director, it's the actor who faces it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's always like, because nowadays a film is also like, presented by directors.
Mostly the cases are the actor faces the tune.
Really?
अरे वो फिल्म नहीं चली, कौन था? वो है उसकी यार. This is a conversation. It doesn't go to the conversation directed by so and so. अरे अक्षय कुमार की फिल्म नहीं चली भाई. If you see a common man talking, they will always speak like that. They
From the actor's point of view,
They won't say the director's name and then say कि उसकी फिल्म नहीं चली.
Yeah. So the boss always has a last word, Akshay. So I even have a last word on this one. Like you said in the promo, the boss is always right.
Yeah, and he goes and stands in the right. That's what he wanted. He actually meant by that. Boss is always right. That's what the interpretation was for him, that he goes and stands in the frame on the right side.
Now, are you nervous about the release, Akshay? How are you before every release?
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
But not to that extent that I would take stress. I'm nervous till that extent that I pray that everything goes well.
It's superb talking to you, Akshay.
Well, thank you very much.
I really hope this one is a big pause at the box office.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, ma'am.